Hey guys, today this is Joel here. I'm gonna coming at you with a video on the ultimate guide of early 2015 on building a gaming PC in the $1,500 to $2,000 price range. So let's get started. Start off with the i5 4690K. So I picked this processor because you're not getting much more performance if you go with an i7, and it's Devil's Canyon, so you can overclock like the crap out of it and still get good performance with good cooling. So yeah, a great processor. Yeah, Intel wins this one. So next one to how is this how is the processor and stuff. We're gonna go with the MSI Z97 GD65. Now, I actually have this in my system right now. It's a really good motherboard, really stable, and great for overclocking. So if you're an overclocker out there, this is definitely the motherboard for you. And it also supports the socket 1150, which we're using in this case. So yeah, it's got a bunch of good features too, like eSATA, a lot of outputs on the I/O, and it also supports NVIDIA's SLI. So yeah, onward we go with 8 gigs of dual channel memory of Corsair Vengeance, and I picked this RAM because of the really cool heat sinks on it. That's pretty much why it's so. If you don't care about the heat sinks or anything, I would just go with 4 gigs around this price range. If you can get, whatever RAM out there is the cheapest, go with that, because prices on RAM change a lot. And yeah, I know that Crucial Ballistics, there's Ripjaw, Sniper, all that kind of stuff. They have really good RAM, but Corsair is really reliable, and it's at 24 megahertz, which is a pretty darn good clock speed. So yeah, onward to the next part. We're gonna go for cooling. Keep the processor nice and chilly if you're overclocking. I'm gonna go with the H100i, and I picked this one because for in this price range right now, it's marked off on Newegg to $90. So if you can find good deals like that, they also sell it at Best Buy and at Amazon. And pretty much all these parts here on the list can be had at Amazon, eBay, all that stuff. So you can find good deals on this stuff. Anyway, the H100i, it's a 240 millimeter radiator, which is great for what case we're gonna house this in. The Corsair block here, the Corsair block here, uh, right there, yeah, that lights up, and you can change the color of that with the Corsair Link software. So yeah, I would just change the color of the light to your favorite, and then not ever use Corsair Link again because it's garbage. So next, we have the NVIDIA GeForce GTX 970. I picked this because if you overclock this, you will get about the same performance as the 980, and I'm not joking you either. Look up some benchmarks. But I picked this specific 970 because it has the reference NVIDIA cooler, and if you try to buy it anywhere else, you have to be like a business worker. So like that right there, that green GeForce GTX lights up, and it looks really cool in a case with a Windows side panel, which is what we're going with. So I recommend trying to find this at your Best Buy. Right now it's at stock in my store, which is in Pensacola, Florida. But if it's not in stock at your store, you can order it offline, and they'll send it right to your house or to the store. Or if it's in stock, I'd give them a call first, and then go down and pick it up, because the cooler on this is so much better than all the other reference designs. For some reason, all the other manufacturers kind of skimped out on the 970, and I don't know why. So, yeah, the 970, great card. It's got 4 gigs of RAM. You can overclock the crap out of it. So yeah, next to the case, we're going to the NZXT 440. Now I picked this case because it's really silent, and for a gaming build, this is perfect. I was gonna pick the Define R5, but for a gaming build, it just doesn't have that bling, if you know what I mean. So we went the NZXT 440, and I picked this case because it looks amazing. It's got a really cool power supply shroud in there, wherever my mouse cursor is, when it lights up. So it's gonna get rid of all that ugly cable management, especially if this is like your first system. So yeah, it also comes in the Razer theme, so you can get a green and black one of this, pretty much any color you want. The one I got is a white and red one, so like that one here. I would recommend the red and black one as a gaming build, but I did buy the red and black one, but they sent me the wrong color. So yeah, I got it off eBay, so that's probably why. So next onward, we have to store all your games, mass storage. We went with a Western Digital Black. So yeah, great reliable hard drive, 64 megs of cache, 7200 RPM. So it's got really good write speeds, read speeds, and it's great for just storing a bunch of games on. And yeah, really reliable too. And $75, you can't beat the price. Um, yeah, next is the Samsung 840 EVO. I know the 940 EVO is out, but they're really expensive. Like this one's 130 at this moment, and the new version is it yeah, it's not even out yet. It's not the price anyway. But yeah, the 840 EVO, really reliable. Really good color. It's not gonna, stick out in your case a whole bunch. And just great read and write speed. So it's above 500 megs a second. So putting your OS on this and whatnot, it's gonna be a breeze. It'll only take like, 5 seconds in total for it to boot up, if not even that. So next on to power all this stuff, we went the EVGA 500 plus 80 plus bronze certified power supply. Now I went with this because it's really silent, and it's 80 plus bronze certified, and it's only $50. And for this build, 500 watts is going to be more than plenty enough, and you're going to be in that really good efficiency range as well. So it's got a sufficient amps on the 12 volt rail, so there's nothing to worry about there. And just overall, really good power supply. I don't really like the sleeve cables, but we'll get onto that later on in this video. Next, I went with Corsair's fans. I went with their static pressure 120 fans for the radiator mount on the water cooler. I went with these because it comes with these rings here. These rings around the fan. See, it's got interreplaceable rings which you can spray paint and do whatever you want with them. So these fans will go with any themed build, and that's why I picked them. And plus, they're really quiet. These are the high performance, but you can also get the quiet edition too. So yeah, great for radiators and heat sinks and stuff. Next is the Corsair AF, which is the airflow. Oh, by the way, SP. These are the static pressures. These are the regular dynamic pressure, I guess you'd call them. Airflow optimized fans. This one's going to go in the back of the case as exhaust. It's got a red ring on it, but it also comes with a blue and white ring. If that doesn't match your system, you can always paint the rings to your color, so keep that in mind. Next, for the custom sleeved cable extensions, just to pop out the sides of your case, or the part that you want to see are these sleeve cables. They're really cheap, and they make the system look so much better. Just the little things really make the system so much better. So I recommend these sleeve cables. I got a few in my system. They're really nice. There is no heat shrinks or anything like that, and they're really flexible. And they make pretty much every cable you can think of. So 3-pin extensions, 4-pin extensions for the fans, EPS cables for the CPU, 24 pins, PCI pins, pretty much anything you can think of they make. And yeah, I really like them. So whatever you need, whatever you want to get for it, it's all personal preference here. You can get them custom sleeved too. If you want them custom sleeved, I would recommend going to Lutro O Customs. So yeah, next we have, now this isn't part of the build, but if you want to add this to the build, you can. Here's my recommendations for peripherals. So let's get started. First is the Corsair K65 RGB. I picked this because you can change the color of every key. It's got like 14 million to 1 contrast colors or whatever. Great key, full mechanical keyboard, Cherry MX Brown, I think. And just overall, the software that comes with it's awesome. And yeah, it's great for gaming. Next for the mouse, I went in the Raptor M45 because it was the cheapest. Now, when it comes to mice, I mean, I'm not that much of a, I don't really care. I'm just using a simple optical mouse right now as we speak. So this here, $53. It's a really good mouse. It's rubberized, and it's got really good response time. A great laser on it for precision and stuff. So yeah, props to Corsair on their awesome mouse there. Next is the Samsung. Now this is just a 1080p monitor. The 970, the GTX 970, absolutely dominates at 1080p, so I went with a really good IPS panel here. And I have to say it's really nice. Don't get scared away by the 5 millisecond response time. It's really fast response time, and it's going to beat any TV out there or any other monitor that's really not as good. So if you're using kind of a crappy monitor, this is a huge step up, and I highly recommend it, and it's got a really high rating on Best Buy too. So yeah, and it's only $200. Really cheap monitor for the price. And next, let's see, if you're looking for a DVD drive, you could just get this Asus one here. It's 19 bucks, and then it's got a bunch of cool features like e-green and all that crap. It really doesn't matter, but if you're into that saving the planet bullcrap, then get it. What else? Oh yeah, you're gonna need a copy of Windows 7. Get it for $100. Here, I'll show you. Yeah, Windows 7, $100. If you want Windows 8, go with Windows 8. If you're looking for professional or ultimate, whatever you want, I don't really care. It's just extra to the build. If you want to completely skip out, not having to pay the $100, and pocket that 100, get SteamOS or get Linux. That's also an option as well. If you're doing a living room build. So, yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. Sorry for the stuttering or whatnot that I've been doing. I mean, I'm fairly new to the YouTube thing, so, give me a break on that. So yeah, if you guys like this video, like my gaming PC build, have any recommendations on how I can fix this PC build, then leave it in the comment section below, and I'll reply to any questions you have about the PC or anything to that flavor. And until then, this is Mad Dog here, signing out.